Well, hello there, everybody. It's Sue here, Sue Crooks, and I am delighted to be hosting our training and development session here today for LoveBiz members on AI, artificial intelligence. And I have the most amazing, wonderful, warm person in the room today who's going to be sharing her expertise. And the beauty of AI and online presence is, and she will share with you where she is in the world today and what she's been up to, as well as obviously lots of things. She's told me it's interactive, so we'll have to see. We're going to get us working, I believe. But I'd like to introduce you to Vikki Amour, and she is fabulous. You will love this, ladies. Over to you, Vikki. Please do introduce yourself as well, and looking forward to it.
Hi everyone. So my name's Vikki from Trade Torch Media. I'm actually in Spain at the moment, and I was on the coast, and I've travelled up into the mountains this morning. So I apologise about my background. I'm staying in the most beautiful place, but in like a pre-1920s Spanish like home. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna share my screen quickly. Oh, where's it gone? There we go. Can everyone see that? Oh, 1 second. Let me just get this out of the way. Yep, perfect. Brilliant. So what I want to talk about today is how AI can help you to grow your business and how you can use it in your business to make like everything easier. One thing I found with AI is most of the people I've spoken to that maybe, might be, say, using ChatGPT to do social media posts or using it to do some research, or people who just completely hate AI, the best way to jump in is to like show you how it can work. So I'm going to do we're going to do some exercises today for the people that are using AI. So I'm just gonna, there we go. So the £1 million question that I wanted to kick off with is AI safe? Obviously I'm not going to touch on our robots going to take over the world, and but the way I use AI and the way I use AI and a lot of other business owners I know are starting to adopt AI is there's a big question, like, is it safe? And how I treat AI, I wouldn't put anything into like ChatGPT or my chatbots or anything else that I wouldn't put on to the internet, or I wouldn't put on to like Facebook or social media. So when you're inputting stuff and you're having conversations, and the more you start using ChatGPT as an assistant, I always just keep at the back of my mind, don't share anything that you wouldn't otherwise put out online. Another thing as well is so I get it to write a lot of like blog outlines, and I get it to do loads of research for me. I always double check what it's telling you, and if it's wrong, tell it it's wrong. And another thing you can do is always ask it, if you've asked it to do some research, make sure it gives you the links of where it's getting its information from, just so that you can go and double check it. And then lastly as well, there's a ton of AI. There's like different programs coming out. Like I would always stick to like the trusted programs that have got the security protocols in place, like when you're using AI. So is it safe? I think it's safe as long as you just keep in mind it's the internet. Like I wouldn't put anything into an AI bot or ChatGPT that you wouldn't put online, and you don't like, it's obviously not going to share your data, but something that's personal you wouldn't want known publicly. Now, AI, so the most common challenges small business owners have is, I had as well, is so like when you're researching stuff on Google, I don't know, and I swear it's getting worse at the minute, like you go onto Google and you're looking for something and you get pages and pages of results that are just not relevant to like what you're looking for. Creating social media, like we all need to be on social media, but it's hard to you know, like you're running a business, you've got no time, you're juggling 50,000 balls, and you're trying to think about what to post on social media that's like relevant for your business but interesting. Customer service, you know, and it's not even customer service like looking after your customers. I had a conversation with a chef, funnily enough, like that I met yesterday, that was saying, you know, they're really struggling to confirm like bookings with people, take deposits, send out reminders. And he's going to pay someone a yearly salary just to do that. And I was explaining to him, you can use AI to do that, you know. And also as well, some business owners hate tech and everything's tech driven now. And AI can help you like with that. So here we go. So how, like, to use AI, like how can AI make your life easier and also help you to like grow your business? So how I see AI, like ChatGTP, or if you've got the AI assistants, which is basically ChatGTP, and you've got bots set up and automation set up, using AI in your business is like having a really, really smart assistant who never gets sick, never takes time off, works 24 hours a day, you know. It's like, and they can do loads of things, and they're trained to your business. Like you train them to your business, your tone, what you want, what you want them to say. And it's not just that as well. Like I said, you can use it to do research, you can use it for visuals, content, like so much stuff, all on autopilot. And you don't need a lot of tech skills to use it. So yeah, so basically this is like I was just saying, like I use ChatGPT, I love ChatGTP. So I use ChatGTP like quite a lot. And when it's trained properly, which is what we're going to sort of touch on today, ChatGTP can be like your own personal assistant, you know. But instead of having a personal assistant that's only trained in like one area, this personal assistant can help you in every area of your business. So, and like I said, the more you train it, it remembers your style. It's like machine learning. So the more you use it, the more you correct it, the more you tell it what words to use or what style to use, you'll notice all of a sudden when you start asking it for stuff, the answers that you're getting back compared to when you first start using it are, it's like someone in your business creating something for your business. So does everyone, so everyone here, I'm just going to go in, I don't know if I can go into gallery. Does everyone here have an OpenAI account? So if you're using ChatGTP, some people don't. Does anyone? There you go. Let me just stop sharing. Sorry, just so I can see everyone. Oh, perfect. Claire's got one. Brilliant. Sarah's got one. Michelle's got one. Sally Jane, Tana. Right, perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get all of you if you log into like your ChatGTP account, and I'm going to give you a question to ask ChatGTP. Perfect. Brilliant, Dawn. So if you ask it this question, and then if you're happy to share, it's so that people who haven't maybe yet got a, there you go, to make people who haven't yet got an account can get an idea, you know, of what it's like, how ChatGTP learns about us. So can everyone see that question in the chat? No? Oh. So let me try again. Let me share my screen actually, and then you can see it. What we're going to ask it, can you see that? There we go. So from all of our interactions, what is one thing you can tell me about myself that I may not know about myself?
I've got mine up, Vikki.
Right, so if you type into the chat.
Do you want me to copy and paste it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vikki, I'm on my
Does
mobile.
anyone want to share? Go on.
I'm on my mobile. I've only just
Go on,
asked
Sally
you,
James.
and it just says I don't have any information stored about you yet. I can remember details that you share in our conversations, but only if you want me to. If there is something specific you're curious about, I'd be glad to discuss it, or I can start building a picture of your preferences as we go. Let me know what would be most helpful.
I've just put mine in,
Perfect.
Vikki.
Oh, sorry, go on. Who is that? Sorry,
Sarah
Sarah.
Megan. I've
Go
just
on
put
then.
mine into the chat. Quite funny.
What did it say?
It
Oh,
says,
let's
I
have a
don't
look.
actually have memory right now, so I can't retain information about our previous chats. Each time we talk, it's a fresh start for me. So I'm only aware of the details you've shared in our current conversation. That said, based on our exchanges here and now, one thing I can say is that might resonate is that you seem drawn into introspection and enjoy exploring your own mind. The fact you're curious about what an outside perspective might reveal suggests that you value insight and reflection, and that you might be more open to growth and self-discovery than you realise.
Is that quite spot on?
Yeah, it is.
It is actually Sarah, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
One
Mine's
quick
Are
too
you, Tyler?
long. It won't fit in. Shall I do it over two?
Yeah, go Phil. Do you want to read it out, Terry, and then like Tana next?
Go on then. Okay, so mine says, one thing that stands out from our conversations is your unique blend of a meticulous craftsmanship and empathetic design thinking. You seem to have an exceptional knack of immersing yourself in the details of your craft, whether it's foiling technique, embossing, or fine-tuning brand touch points, while never losing sight of the emotional and physical impact of these elements that have on your clients' customers. This dual focus of artistry and empathy allows you to elevate brands not only by making them visually appealing, but by creating a renaissance that feels authentic and aligned with each client's story. It's almost as though you view design as both art of art form and a way of amplifying others' voices, which is something not all designers bring to the table. This quality may not always be viable to you because it's likely second nature, but it's a skill that you undoubtedly set apart. And the fact that you balance all of this within the demands of running a studio and raising a young daughter speaks volumes about your dedication and versatility.
That's brilliant.
Quite
So
motivating.
keep that open because I'm going to give you another like follow-on question afterwards. And then for everyone that's where it's just saying it hasn't got enough memory, as long as you've got your openai.com account set up, it will start remembering it. So if the more you use ChatGPT, if you go back in a couple of weeks and ask it that question, it's quite surprising what it comes back with. So Tana, what was yours?
It's not long. So one unique insight that emerges from our interactions is that you have a rare blend of deep empathy and creative ambition, especially in the way you approach storytelling and mental health. You're not just crafting a YA novel, you're building a metaphorical space where young people can explore complex emotions in a safe and engaging way. This level of depth suggests that you're not only passionate about storytelling, but also truly invested in making an emotional impact. You seem to naturally balance creative flair with grounded sense of purpose, which speaks to a profound commitment to helping others find self-awareness and healing. It's this blend of creativity, empathy, and purpose that shines through in everything we've discussed.
That's amazing. Sorry about that dingy. That's so spot on for you as well. Right. So now that you've done that, so now ask it. So overall, what would you recommend I focus? Oh, 1 second. Sorry, let me just go back. So now say, so overall, what would you recommend I focus on to see growth? You're going to put it in the chat. Can you see that? And then we're going to move on for the people that haven't got, here you go, I'll put it up. There you go, so it's that one there.
I have come out with, to see real growth, it is key to focus on a mixture of personal and professional areas that will drive both fulfillment and progress. And here are some personalized tips. And it's given me 6 tips.
Brilliant. So what you can now do is ask it to create a calendar for the next month of what you can. So out of those, you can then say to it, can you create me a calendar for the next month, focusing on these 3 things, and it will create you a daily calendar of what to do, like to focus and use those things like in your business. And then you can say, okay, on this day, give me a to-do list.
Okay.
And it will give you a step-by-step what to do. Does that make sense for everyone? Is this?
Yeah, that makes sense for me.
Everyone. Perfect. So that was just a bit of fun, just so to show you like one of the things that AI can do. So I'm just going to go back. Oh, there we go. And I can share this presentation with everyone. So if anyone wants a copy of the presentation, like, please let me know. So another thing as well, like we said, it can help create content magic. So one thing, so when I first started using ChatGTP, I really struggled with it because and I was speaking to people and they were like, well, you just tell it what you want it to say and it will write it for you. And some of the stuff, it was like Americanized, using words I would like never use, you know, like coming up with ideas that had like nothing to do with what I thought I was asking it. And then I went to a training workshop with like an AI guru, and he said, he was like, obviously like ChatGTP, or when we use AI, it's like bringing in like a brand new assistant it's completely clean slate, like they know nothing about us. So we have to give it the prompts to get the information that we want out of it. So it's like so to give you an example, so say with like social media, so can anyone think of a social media post they want for their business at the moment?
Yeah, selling my book.
Right, okay.
Promoting the launch.
Here we go. So I'm just gonna share my whole screen with you. Make sure I've got nothing open that I shouldn't. Right. So it's a bit in and out. I just want to make sure I show you all of it. Right. So we're going to come on. I've done nothing to do with like Tana's book on my AI. So there's no memory there, you know. So if I was to say, please write me a social media post for a book launch for mental health for children.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to come up, book launch, like this isn't something. So this is what it's going to come up with. So now, if you say to it, please write me a Facebook post. So you are an expert editor and writer in the mental health realm. So please include, so give me two things that you'd want included, Tana.
Okay, so, sorry. What I've done, actually, I don't know if this helps you at all, is that I've actually put it into, I've done that question in mine. Because
okay, and did you give it a prompt? Like, did you tell it, I want you to be, I don't know, like it needs to be empathetic. Go on, let me just stop sharing so I can see.
No,
you.
I didn't. I said to spark interest.
And how did it come up?
And it's come up saying, I'm thrilled to share my upcoming YA novel, There's a Monkey on Your Shoulder, which I didn't tell. That's what I was talking about. A story about facing our inner fears, finding courage, navigating the wild ride of teenage life. Join 16-year-old Jack, who after being abandoned on a mysterious island, and it goes on to explain what it's about. The novel dives into what happens when the loudest battle is the one inside your mind. It's about resilient emotional growth and the wild journey towards self-acceptance. Perfect for anyone who's ever felt like their mind has a mind of its own. Coming 12th of December. Then it says, stay tuned for sneak peeks, character insights, and a behind the scenes look into what inspired the book. This is a journey you won't want to miss.
Perfect. So see where Tana's been using ChatGTP for prompts for her book and things like that. It's remembered all of that. So it's now pulled all of that information into the post. So it's more because Tana's been training it and telling it and talking about the book with it, it remembers that. So it's like pulled that information into like your post. Does that make sense? Okay. No? Yes? Yeah, perfect. Because another thing as well is when you're going back and forth and you're asking ChatGTP for things, like if you've asked it to research something or to do a post or, you know, whatever you're asking it for, so you can obviously like correct it, tell it. So I love Russell Brunson. So if, you know, like I was looking for a headline, a title for like website page the other day, and the stuff it was coming back with was a bit blur. So I told it was, you know, I was like, you're Russell Brunson, you're an amazing website designer and marketer. I need like a, you know, an eye-catching, show-stopping title for this website. And it was amazing, like what it came back with. But what you can also do is say to it, once you've corrected it, say, okay, ChatGTP, how would you write this? Or what do you think about that? Like you can talk to it as if you would an assistant, and it's quite insightful, some of the stuff it will come back with. So you can also use it. I'm just conscious of like time, so I'm going to move on. There we go. And then there's different tools you can use as well. So you've got ChatGTP, Claude. I use WriteSeed quite a lot. And if you want to know what other tools are available that are safe, just ask ChatGTP and it will tell you. So another thing as well, so all of the images in this presentation are AI images, which you can sort of tell because it's got a lot of, I think like personally, a lot of the AI images are a little bit fuzzy. But you can use AI for like your images for your social media. And again, if you're not getting what you want, if you ask ChatGTP to write you a prompt, it will write the prompt for whatever program you're using. So you can use it like Midjourney. You can get a free account on Midjourney. DALL-E is paid with ChatGTP, but I think you can get so many images for free as well. And again, you can use the images for like marketing visuals, training tools, websites, social media, graphics. I've used for some social media stuff, like in video, you can record your voice and it will create videos with your voice as like the voiceover. So you tell it obviously what you want the video to be about, and it will create the whole video. And your voice is the narrator in the video. And then VDIO is really good for creating like AI templates where you just drop your video in and it will create amazing, like there's loads different templates you can use. So how I use AI, obviously as small business owners, our time is our most valuable asset. So we need things that are going to, you know, like save us time, make our lives easier, and, you know, remove some stress. So with the right tools, you can automate a lot of like your business growth, customer service without adding on to like our overloading plate. So what I'm going to run through now is just some things that I use like in my business and the businesses that I work with. So it's away from ChatGTP, but just to give you an idea. So like I work, you know, 5-star reviews, like reviews, people trust a review sometimes more than they would trust a friend's recommendation. So, but it's a hassle, you know, you ask, people say they're going to leave you a review and then they get busy and then it's awkward chasing them, you know, whereas what you can do with AI is AI can send them a text message or an email with the link. And then if they don't fill the review in, it will send them a friendly reminder. And again, you train the chatbot how you want it to approach your customers, what you want it to say, but it can collect reviews for you. And then once you've got the review, AI will scan the review and reply to your customer based on what they've said. So it looks like you've taken the time to log in and do a personalized reply to them, but it's all done automatically. So you're basically, all you've got to do is press the button to send out the review request, and then everything else. And then what we can do as well is it can then create a post to share it across like your business, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn pages, all on autopilot. So it's called AI-based reputation management. So that's a service I use, but you can find others online as well. Another thing, and I'm going to show you an example of this. I mean, I've got my sister's permission to use our chat, but you can set it up so I get quite a lot of people trying to sell me stuff in my DMs. So AI takes over. And also as well, like now I've been traveling, if someone had messaged me, I might not have picked it up for a couple of days, whereas my AI bot's on 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So if you send me a message on Instagram, like to my business on Instagram, Facebook, you'll get a response from AI asking how it can help. It will answer common questions, and it will try and book you in for an appointment with me, like face to face. And then also the people that are trying to sell to me, it sells back to them. So, which is great. Another thing as well is having a bot on your website, because there's a lot of websites that I go to and they've got a chat bot, which is amazing, you know, that they've got the chat bot on the website, but the chat bot's set up just to answer common questions. It doesn't collect any of their data, you know? So it's like you want something. So the way I use AI is if you land on my website, it will ask for like your name, email, or phone number, normally phone number, and then it will start a conversation with you via text. But I've got your details. I'm not losing those leads. So this is my AI bot. So me and my sister were talking about the alligators coming onto land in the hurricanes in Florida. And obviously I apologize now for her swearing, but this answer here, that sounds intense, let's steer back to business, is AI. So, and then obviously I've come in saying you've got to love AI, and then she's put haha too funny. And so this is all AI. And when she asked it if it wanted to build a snowman, it said it can't build a snowman, but it's here to help with appointments or other queries. So this is just to give, obviously this was like a bit of fun. I wouldn't, if I had people asking me to build a snowman, I wouldn't want to work with them, you know, but it's just to give you an idea of like, it's quite human. You know, if a new person was coming on and sending you a message, I wouldn't know if that was AI or not. So obviously AI, to me, AI is like the future. I feel like when the internet first came out is where we are with AI at the moment. Like I can't imagine, I wouldn't be in Spain talking to you if we didn't have internet now, you know? So I think going forward, that's how AI, you know, like if we embrace AI, it can help us massively in like our business. Just, I think AI is, obviously I'm a little bit biased because I love AI, but I think AI is like the way forwards. So I think I'm a little bit early, but has anyone got any questions, or is there anything you'd like more information on, or does that make sense? Go for it, Sarah.
So I've been using ChatGPT for quite some time, but I've probably not used it to the extent I could use it to. So when I'm looking at social media posts, LinkedIn posts, whatever it is, it's all very American. So when it says I'm thrilled, I think it's fantastic. It's not really my speak, and it's not my client's speak. So if you're dipping in and out for different personalities, how do you train it to sort of be who you want it to be? Do you have to say I'm talking, I need a response in the form of XYZ, because
Yeah.
I think it's great because it gives you a great format. And if you're doing a blog, it gives you it sets it out beautifully. So that's great for me because it saves me doing it. But then I go through it with a fine tooth comb because it's not my speak or it's not my language. And sometimes I don't think I've ever put in, please give me a response not in American language. I mean, does it do that?
Yeah.
I've got no idea.
Yeah. So what you could do, and another thing as well, so I'm just going to share my screen again. Do you save? So if you look at my, let me just come out of here. Oops. Right, so this is my chat GTP. All of these, I've renamed some of them for data protection. All of these are the different chats that I've set up. So all of these have got different instructions. They're all different. That's programming course I'm doing. They're all where I've gone in and told it who it is, what personality,
British
what
English,
language I want. You know, so what I would suggest is, I'm just going to stop sharing again, is depend. So if you're asking it to do different, say you've got 4 different topics that you're working on, always go back to the same chat that you've been, so don't start a new chat every time, like go back to the chat where you've been using it. But then also say to it, so you're an English, say, I don't know, like you're an English writer, write to me as if you're English, you know, like you've got this personality, so you're empathetic or you're friendly or you're soft or you're to the point. And then like the first couple of answers you'll get will probably be, you know, you'd have to go in and rewrite the whole thing. Like it will give you the layout.
And someone's just put in as well, I'm very cautious if they spell everything with a Z. So you can tell straight away if someone's copied and pasted it, and that really annoys me about it.
Yeah, so you can ask it to do English spelling. I'd still check it. It's not, they're bringing out loads of updates and it is getting a lot better, but it is based in the US. But one thing I would do as well is correct it. So if it starts, you know, if it's saying like, I'm thrilled and stuff like that, just type back to it, say, I would never use that language, like try again, you know. And then, and then if it does one bit that you like and another bit that you're like, oh no, I'd never use that, say to it, like, I like the first bit, but
you can rewrite this paragraph in a different,
And the more, but like I said, if you set up, like save the chats. And then every time you want to write, and it might be, you might start off with a blog post and then you want a LinkedIn post and then a Facebook post and then maybe something for your website. But if it's all around the same topic, always go back to that chat because it will remember what you've been talking about. It will remember like where you've corrected it, you know. And then what you'll find as well is then when you do start new chats, because you've been training it, it will remember things about your business. It will remember things that you've told it, like styles and stuff. So you'll notice like, oh, gradually the output that you're getting from it will get better and better.
Brilliant. That's great. That answers my question. Just another quick one. To get the images, if you were doing images, do you have to pay for an upgraded version of ChatGPT? Or did you say
so you can get, I think it's 4 or 5 images a day for free.
Oh, right.
So, and again, you can ask ChatGPT to create when I was, so I pay for it now. And when I was using the free one, I would tell ChatGPT exactly what you want. So it writes you the prompt. So you're not wasting like your free images, getting stuff that doesn't work. Another thing I've noticed is, I always tell it not to include any writing because it's hit and miss. I'm really sorry, and I will look at the comments. Sorry, I'm not very good at multitasking. It's like it's not very good at spelling, you know. So sometimes like the writing will look like it's melting down the image, or other times it will just completely spell it wrong. So I normally try not to have any writing in my images when I'm using like AI.
Great, thank you. That's brilliant.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Vikki. I'll shout out some of the questions for you, Vikki, so we can lose them. So Linda asks, what do these AI systems cost?
So if you want the paid version of ChatGPT, that's £20. Well, it's $20 a month. So I think mine updated yesterday. It's about £14.69, but obviously it's like $20 a month. I just have the basic ChatGPT, and it does everything that I want it to do. My software that does like the AI bots, the reviews, like everything I was showing you earlier, and you can do like emails, and I'm actually running an offer, Black Friday offer on that. So it's £47 a month, and you'll get like a £5 credit. So which for most small businesses, that's more than enough. You know, it's like 8p for a Google review. Like if you want to send out loads of text messages and things, then I can give you, it's a couple of pence like per text message. But if you want me to run you through how all of that works, like let me know, and we can book a call in, and I can show you like how it would work for your business.
Thanking you. A couple of people have mentioned how being polite to ChatGPT and it will be polite back to you, which is nice.
Yeah. I always say please and thank you. And then it gives me such lovely like responses.
Do you know what? I do that with Alexa. I always say please and thank you to Alexa. How's that? I can see Emma Rushton's being busy here replying to people. So let me just see if there's some more questions here. One of the things Emma's put is, what did I see about the Instagram bit? Well, I can't. No, hang on. I saw something about asking it to speak in the style of the Instagram accounts. I always put links into the client's Instagram and website and ask it to write in their style. So is that quite easy to do, Vikki?
Yeah, easy. You literally just get their profile link and put it in, and then say like, write it in the same style as like their previous posts. Because another thing as well, I tested for a little while, it's still in testing, is AI replying to all of my messages on Instagram. So if someone comments, AI will reply, but it needs, I'm still training and working on that, because some of the stuff it was saying I had to delete.
Okay, fab. Okay, I've got a question then for the room. Those of you who aren't using anything at the moment, does the last 40 minutes give you confidence to perhaps go and try it out? Or is it, right, Sally, yeah. Or is it still a bit scary?
I went on, Julie, it was the focus of the last Zoom I went on for Derngate. And from that, I went and had another look at it, and actually downloaded the app. And then 2 days later, the app had changed and I had to re-download it again. And then suddenly it's been like, oh, wow, I didn't know it could do this. So I only had a link first, and I was going into I presume the website, but now I've got an app. It's completely different.
And how are you finding it?
Hard work in a way, because I wanted it to do 3 posts. I put 3 pictures for Instagram, and it was going to do 3 posts. And it took all afternoon, and I gave up, and I've not touched it since. But I haven't been in a good frame either mentally to go back to it.
Well, if you want, we can maybe do a call together and screen share, because it might just be, I was saying about when you tell it like the personality, you've got to tell it like, be really, really specific with it.
Yeah,
and
be really passive. Yeah, be really passive and boring.
Oh, not at all. But if you want, we can do a Zoom call and like try it together.
Yeah, because I've just realised obviously you're not going to be there tomorrow, because obviously you're in Spain.
No, I'll be there in spirit.
So yeah, but we must book a one-to-one in at some point. But yeah, from your last thing on the Zoom meetings, I found that really, really interesting. It's been obviously similar today, but it has pushed me to go into learn more about GPT and use it more.
Brilliant, thank you.
Thank you, Sally. I've got a question here from Claire McCabe. If you submit copy into ChatGPT to tidy up with a digital edit, does that content then become public property and compromise your copyright or SEO?
That's a good question. See, I So I use, so I actually use ChatGTP to optimize, like, so obviously I get it to do keyword research for me, and then I get it to optimize text that I'm doing for the SEO, for websites. I would, let me look into that. I don't want to give you like the wrong information. Yeah, let me.
Yeah,
Actually,
go and meet up. Go
do
and
you know
meet
what? Let me just quickly ask ChatGTP. Right, so when you submit copy into ChatGTP for editing or rewriting, the content is not made public or shared by OpenAI. Here you go, and it's given us a whole. Here we go. Oh no, it's too much. Oh, 1 second. Oh. There you go.
Thank you for clarifying that, because I think that's been one of my main worries, is not just from an SEO or copyright point of view, but when you submit into whatever format, we're talking about ChatGPT today, which is obviously one of the most more common used, and we know where it's based and things. But I know me and Vikki spoke a little while ago after actually speaking to Amy Rudge, who's one of our members, that we need to know where our applications, our AI applications are based, and where that information is stored, because that's a real key. So I think I can't even say it, GPT is one of the most popular, and it is, where are they based? Is it America?
So they're in America, but yeah. I think because they are obviously the amount of users, I think it overtook Facebook. Like when they launched ChatGTP, they had more users within a time frame than Facebook did.
Yeah.
So they have to have high, security. But yeah, I think it's based. I can find out. I think it's. But
I'm sure it's America.
Yeah.
But if there are some applications that you might be using and you don't know where they're based, you need to find that out.
That's why I was saying about always using. There's like you'll find obviously AI algorithms on Facebook as you start using AI and as you start using ChatGTP. And you start looking things up, you'll start getting ads on your Facebook offering you the world lifetime deal for $20. Like, and I listen, and I'm only shaking my head because I've bought so much crap signing up to those deals. Like when I first started looking at AI,
I have too.
Yeah.
Search for something on Google, like a new designer handbag, and then all of a sudden on Facebook, you get all the fake copy from China pages come up, and that's just how it is. Yeah. I've got another question, but before I ask mine, because I'm always interested in these things. Has anyone else got a question? I have left the recording on because I think it's been really interesting. But if anyone would like to ask a question when I do turn the recording off, just message me now on the chat box and I can end the recording. But anyone else got any questions?
Vikki, I would love to know actually used for your images. Was it DALL-E or was it one of the other ones?
So I used DALL-E. So I'm really sorry about that. This house that I'm staying in, that's going to drive me nuts. So I went between, I asked ChatGTP itself and I used DALL-E. I quite like, but again, because I've been using it now, it's got a lot more in tune with like what I like and what I don't like.
Nice. I use Canva, so I've experimented.
I tell you what, Canva, have you used the AI in Canva for videos?
Not for video, but just for static images.
So I've obviously I'm doing a road trip to Spain with my dog. So I've got my dog here asleep beside me. So I've set her up her own TikTok account, like just to document. I initially did it so my sister could see without us having to share loads of videos. So every day I basically go into Canva and go to create a TikTok video, and then you've got the AI button at the top. I upload the pictures from the day and then just put a little description of what we've been doing. The videos are brilliant. I'm getting like 800 views on the videos, you know, and it's all AI. So yeah, the AI in Canva is really good, but you're quite restricted in Canva. Like it's, you know, I find in Canva sometimes, like I was looking to do a bonfire post earlier, you know, and I'm like, I don't really. Whereas with AI, it's you tell it exactly what you want, and then it will give you 8 times out of 10 like what you want.
Vikki,
Yeah.
I'm looking for Cassie's site on TikTok.
Oh, it's called Cassie's Adventures.
So
You'll be getting lots more views now.
yeah, Cassie loves me. Cassie's Adventures.
Yeah.
Okay. Adventures.
So I'll send you the link.
I think I might have it. I think I might have it.
One is looking at that. I've got another question then, if no one else has, because I've always got questions. Okay, so in a year's time from today, so the 5th of November 2025, we're all looking at posts on LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, wherever. But we know they're all written by AI and not the person themselves. Do you interact or do you not interact as much because you know it's written in AI?
So I think you interact just as much because a person's still gone into AI to create that post. And I think as well with AI, like I think what it does is it opens up, say someone's maybe a little bit dyslexic, or they know they know what they want to say, but they don't know how to get it into words for a post. Like AI takes that barrier away. So I think even if it's been written with AI, someone's still gone in and asked AI to create that post. So I think interact just as much, because like I think people that might think twice about posting, once you know, now they can go in and get help putting it together. Like more people, I would hope, would post that maybe wouldn't do it before.
Can I respond to that as well? Because I haven't actually thought about it, but it's a good question. But I know that Vikki's posts are AI, as she knows mine are, but actually they still have to be authentic. So for me, what I'm putting out is definitely, and I still, if I see one of Vikki's posts, I like either like or, and it's sometimes it's not always about people interacting. Sometimes it's just about who's viewing, because I'm not a great interactor, but I'll view. But I say because I know Vikki, I actually go, oh yeah, and yet I know they are AI. So I hadn't actually thought about other people's AI. If it's something that catches my attention, I see it. If I like it, I like it. Yeah. So I never think, and yet I use AI a lot. So yeah, I think that's an interesting question.
What's anyone else's view? Teresa, sorry, you had a very thin finger then in front of your face. I didn't spot it.
Reach and look thin.
Oh, I try and do that all the time.
Do you know what? Claire will know about this, right? So when I first started trying to put together a package about what it is that I do, etc., she said, "What did you say? I needed to defuddle me muddle or something." It was something like that, whatever it is. I can't remember.
Waffle.
Yeah, there you go. Get the honesty. And actually, chat, that has helped me, because literally, instead of asking it questions, I've just put in my stuff and said, this is everything that's in my head. And other people have helped me with that as well. And it's kind of just helped me focus on the wording that I should be using rather than the whole lot. So it is beginning to demuddle my fuddle. But no, honestly, to the point where now, this morning, I was able to have a decent conversation with a marketing company that I want to use, which just made so much difference. And, it, you know, kind of, again, with my posts as well. So, yeah, it's been a lifesaver for me. Vikki, I may ask for one-to-one.
Yeah, no, brilliant.
Services, because I do want to work on the video side of things as well.
Brilliant.
But it was Claire that put it absolutely spot on for me, that made me move forward.
I think the thing with AI and like Tana, I hope you don't mind me using you for this. So I think the thing with AI is until you're using it and you're practicing, you know, and you like you said, Teresa, like you put everything in and then got it to rewrite it, and then the more you've used it, I imagine, because it now knows, like, this is what's in your mind and this is what you want it to do, it will get better and better. Like, but I think it's getting past the initial, it's not giving you what you want. So with Tana, when I first started trying to get Tana to use ChatGTP, Tana was just like literally feet against the wall. I'm not using it. I'm not tech. Like, it's not going to work for me. And I've tried to use it and it doesn't work. And then I spoke to Tana earlier. She was just like, I can't imagine my life without it.
It saves hours, absolute hours, you know, which is heartache as well. But
I've been using it because I'm launching my book in December, but I've never been to a book launch and everything. So I've been throwing every kind of question, like, what would a book launch look like? And then it comes back with answers specifically about my book and what I can put into a launch for my book, because it already knows quite a lot about it, which I hadn't even thought about. And how can I do posts for this? And can I do meditations? And who would be influencers that we could get in touch with? And which are the journalists and press, or which are the celebrities that would be useful to be in touch with? And it's been extraordinary. It's given me so many exciting ideas. I even wanted to see if it could do pictures. So I asked it to do, what merchandise could I produce? And I hadn't even thought about this. And if you ever get to read it, you'll understand why. But it said, you know, packs of crayons with monkeys all over them and questions on each of the crayons. And I hadn't thought about that. It was an absolute genius because it ties in so brilliantly. And it just came up with streams and pictures. And I went, no, these are too young. I need it for teenagers. So it completely redid all the drawings. And I've come up with loads of ideas. And so I'm now loving it, because I'm so stunned that it's got me in my language and the way that I work, and it knows it needs to stop the waffle and all the stuff. So
I feel guilty though.
Much to my
I feel like I'm not doing the work, which is wrong.
You're a busy business owner. Anything that can make life easier, do it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, ladies, thank you for your input today, and thank you so much to Vikki. I am now going to end the recording. Vikki, we need to just put a slide on here how we can contact you. Have you got one, or shall I just put it on the video afterwards? I'll do that. The video will go live in 48 hours, within 48 hours, but I'm going to end the video now. But I'm going to ask you, the people in the room, to stay on just for a moment longer. So thank you again, Vikki, and I hope you've enjoyed the replay.
I hope it's been helpful.